Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's PJ here back with another video. Only this time, we're going to start working on the R1. I haven't even properly introduced this bike to the channel, and for good reason. I do believe that we're going to end up replacing the motor on it. I bought it, well actually I traded my 06 R1 for it, and was under the impression that it needed a new motor. So I went through the obvious things, put an 8 manual cam chain tensioner on it because I thought it had cam chain slap, which is notorious on these cross-plane R1s. When I did that, it jumped time. I took it to my buddy Mark. He put it back in time. The noise we thought went away, and then it started doing it again right after that. So I took out the clutches, pulled the clutch basket out, inspected all that, and it all looked okay. The cam chain tension seemed fine. Unfortunately, when I started fishing around in the oil pan, we got some of this good stuff here. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I believe that it is bearing material, although it is very, very thin. So I'm not sure if it wore through the bearing, and that's the noise that I'm hearing, or exactly what it is. If you can see on here, there's quite a bit of what I believe is bearing material. If I can get that to focus. But like I said, it's awfully thin to the point that you can bend this. So I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at here. Because like I said, it's awfully thin. But anyway, for episode 1 of this, we're going to pull off the lower fairings and drain the oil out of the motor and take a look in the oil pan and see what we can see of the bottom end to see if we can find out what issue is there. So roll the intro and let's get this started. So I took the clutch cover back off. I've drained all the oil out of it. I took my fine tools, combination magnet and flashlight, went all through what I could get to of the oil pan and through the pan of oil, and there was, like I showed, those brown, I guess they're brown, kind of metallic specks in the oil and in the oil pan. I can only assume that that is some sort of bearing material. However, I cannot confirm or deny that at this point. But I do know that I think the bearings, somebody told me the bearings were a different color depending on which rod it was, but I don't know how true that is. Anyway, I guess the next step is pulling the oil pan off and checking down there. So we got the headers off, and I'm not sure why anybody would ever put a full system on this bike, considering that this header is so light and looks to be very, very free-flowing. So in the comments below, why would you go for a full system versus just the slip-ons with the decatted mid-pipe? Anyway, I went ahead and pulled off the lower timing cover as well. There was all kinds of that material inside here. Not sure what that means. And then we got the headers off as well, so we can now, I believe, pull off the oil pan. Well, we've got the oil pan off now. That was an absolute, but it's off. Now we can start taking a look at what in the world is going on. So I'm gonna use this magnet again and go around the entire oil pan and see what we can fish out of here. So, whatever came out earlier, there's more of it down in the oil pan, and I don't know if it'll focus to let you see that, but it's big chunks of metal from somewhere, but it's very, very thin. So, once I turn on the flash, you can see the entire bottom of this oil pan is littered with whatever that is. And I'm going to assume that that is a main or a rod bearing. So I've got the oil pickup, took out of it, and as you can see, it's got metal, it's got gunk, it's got a little bit of everything in it. Not as bad as the oil pan. So let's take a look up in the motor, see if we can see anything crazy. Not really from down here. Alright guys, that's going to be it for episode 1 of the R1 series. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Anyway, got most everything tore off of the side. Got the entire clutch basket removed. I looked behind this, didn't really see a whole lot. Got the oil pan off, took the headers off. I'm gonna put these in there with everything else. So if you guys know where those gold metallic chunks could be coming from, I'm leaning, like I said, toward main or rod bearing. If there's anything else that could be from, people that know these motors better than I, please comment in the place below and help me out. But I'm going to end that here. Hope you guys enjoyed. All my R1 squad, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.